Hey skaters, Allie here at Get Your Bearings Skate Shop in Seattle, Washington. And today we're gonna explore some of the hardware that goes on your skates. Say hi, Amelia. Say hi, Shiza. All your friends are here, come visit with us. So here we have 3 different skates set up to talk about what the elements look like when they are attached to your skate. There's some subtle differences between the 3 of them, and I'll be describing them as we go along through this video. So first we have a SureGrip boardwalk. As you can see, it has the boot, the sole, and then the plate or the frame, wheels, toe stop, axles. Underneath, you can see here's the trucks that the axles are attached to, kingpins, kingpin axle, retaining cup, toe stop nut and washer. Some of the differences that you can see here with the other skates I have described. Here we have the Kaya Melrose. Most of the elements are the same, except for the bolt-on toe stop. This is called a bolt-on toe stop because if you look in the center, there's a bolt. Further, with our Bont Park Star, we have the adjustable toe stop, but it has a locking pin there. It does not have the washer and nut system. Walking through those elements on a plate that isn't attached to the boot sometimes helps us see it better. Here I'm holding a SureGrip Avanti frame. It is the magnesium version, and as you can see up here, it has that adjustable toe stop. This plate has the pin system, not the nut and washer system. Now I'm going to disassemble the trucks by unscrewing our kingpin nut, taking off our cone retainer, taking off the cone cushion or bushing, taking off the truck, and moving on to our barrel cushion and our barrel retainer. Once all of that's disassembled, you can see right here is our pivot cup. Pivot cup is a cushion that is important for the pivot pin of the truck. That is what the truck goes into in the plate, and it's what it uses to pivot back and forth. Why is this important? Well, here it shows I have a set of purple cushions. Purple indicates a medium hardness for the SureGrip cushions. Behind me, you can see we have a couple of different colors. We have red, which is a hard. We have a yellow, which is a medium soft. A blue is also medium soft. Purple is going to be in between the yellow and the red, a little bit harder than a soft cushion is going to be. Cushions are important because with that cushion and the adjustment on your kingpin nut, that is going to determine what sort of action you get as you apply pressure to your edges when you're skating. Why is that important? Well, it helps you make those tighter turns and it helps give better response to your skating. Loosening and tightening this kingpin does that, and at some point you can't loosen this anymore, and that clearly indicates that you need some softer cushions. I hope that helps. Next we're going to talk about truck differences. Most skates come with a standard length truck. As you can see here, this is the Falcon Pilot Plus. Has an adjustable pivot pin. And here is what the pivot cup looks like when it's not in your frame. Fits on nicely, it has motion, but it's not grinding metal on metal. Over here, we have a SureGrip Park Truck, which is for more aggressive park skating that offers you a wider distance in order to gain more stability and to grind on coping and things like that. And here you can see this is the pivot pin for this one, and it's a little bit tenser and it looks completely different. So not all pivot cups are made the same. And so here, looking at the underside of this Park Star, I can see that I have black cushions, which indicates that they are quite hard, and I have quite a few threads on that kingpin exposed, which means I have plenty of room to loosen the nut so that I can create space in between this setup here, thus offering room for my trucks to respond to my weight distribution. So I'm going to take my wrench and do 1/4 of a turn at a time until I get to a place where I feel like that's loose enough for me. Okay, now here I have no threads exposed. I have quite a bit of space in between the retaining cup and the kingpin nut, and quite a lot of response. This is probably too much. So what we at the store recommend is, instead of going from one extreme to another, you create 1/4 of a turn at a time. I'm going to take my wrench, head it back to start, and then give it 1/4 of a turn. Back to where I started. This is too tight. Take my wrench, make sure that the direction is correct, and turn 1/4 of a turn. And then I'm going to turn the skate around and make sure that I do 1/4 of a turn on that side as well. This way, we are creating change equally between the front and the rear axle, and not dramatically, so that we know if we've gone a little bit too far, we can back it to where we started, or if we need a little bit more, we can go ahead another 1/4 of a turn. Right now, this looks like it has a little bit more play, so I'm happy with that. If this was my skate, I would take it out, skate on it, and if I found that it was perfect, then I would leave it alone, or I would adjust according to what I needed to get out of my skate experience. So I hope that short video was helpful for you. Describe some of the basic hardware that you're going to find on your skates, but of course it doesn't cover everything, so if I missed something, just let me know. I'd be happy to cover that for you in our next video. Subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks in the future, and as always, if you're in the area in Shoreline near Seattle, Washington, of course stop in and say hi. Have a great day.